Okay, I'm going to talk about blockchain. Believe me, when I'm going to talk about blockchain, it's not going to be nosebleed, okay? Don't worry, because it's blockchain as we understand it as small SMEs or members of SMEs. So I'm going to explain what blockchain is for business. Guys, you have to remember this, how blockchain is very, very important. Kung nagkaroon, ang daming nawalang kumpanya, and new companies came in because of the PCs, personal computers. And in the late 90s, early 2000s, lots of wealth was created and lots of old companies were destroyed because of the internet and mobile. As a small business, you must have that vision that there's a third epoch. Wealth is going to be created. Old companies are going to be destroyed because of blockchain technology. So, that's why napaka-importante, kung maaga pa lang as a SME, as a small business, if you can leverage blockchain technology, then you're going to survive. You're going to be a top company. And again, as businessman, you don't need to be a programmer to know blockchain technology. I'm not a programmer. Okay? I just know how to hire the right guys to use the blockchain technology. The blockchain is the new internet. It's like the internet before, but it's going to impact everything. Opportunities are endless. It's not an if, but when will your industry use blockchain? Now imagine kung kayong mauuna na gumamit ng blockchain. Now, just look at all the possibilities. Now, I'm going to explain blockchain like nobody else. Like if you're trying to listen to a programmer talk about blockchain, sasabihin ko po sa inyo, ang blockchain may hugot. You have to remember, ang hugot ng blockchain is, ang blockchain ginawa para sa mga walang power. Actually, hindi less powerless, less power. The underserved, the unbanked, the underbanked, the small businessman. Blockchain, you have to remember, ginawa for these people. Why? It was triggered during the 2007-2009 financial crisis. Worldwide, except lang for the Philippines, hindi tayo masyadong affect. All of this happened. Sino? Those who are powerless, millions of homeowners in the United States, millions of small business around the world, employees of large corporations, they lost their homes, they lost their businesses, they lost their jobs. Mainly because they trusted banks, they trusted the feds, they trusted authority. Nawala po yung trust. Diyan po ang nahuhugot ang blockchain. Why? Because of what happened in the 2008 financial crisis. There's this mythical guy called Satoshi Nakamoto. Narinig niyo na si Satoshi Nakamoto? Nabasa niyo na, no? Satoshi Nakamoto. People are saying he's a mythical person or groups of person. He created a concept na sabi niya, mula ngayon, hindi na tayo mapapag-api. Mula ngayon, hindi na nanakawin ng pera natin. Mula ngayon, we don't have to trust anybody. Yun sinabi niya, we don't have to trust anybody, but we have to trust a system who will tell us, we won't trust a bank. Hindi na dadaan ng pera natin sa banko, hindi na dadaan pera natin sa credit card. A system will ensure that what we transacted is real. May integrity ang transaction natin. That's how Bitcoin started. So iba yung take ko hindi ko explain yung mining or cryptocurrency or whatever the details of the blockchain is, because I'm talking to you as a businessman. You don't need programming to use blockchain. So, Satoshi had the small businessman, the underbanked, the powerless in mind when he created this. Forget about the big banks, forget about the big corporations. They can take care of themselves. So, anong key benefits ng blockchain? Number one, ang blockchain software na ginawa niya, na kinonceptualize niya, is unbreakable. The cryptography is so strong, hindi siya pwedeng ma-hack. Ngayon ang tanong nyo, di ba na-hack nga si ganito, na-hack si ganito? Hindi. Ang na-hack, yung Bitcoin na hawak ninyo, kasi ang password ninyo, 1, 2, 3, 4 sharp pa rin. Di ba? It's the way you store your Bitcoins, your money, is the one that's hacked. So, fully secured siya. Zero ang fraud. Because cryptography sa Bitcoin, as a blockchain, is very, very strong. It's unbreakable. So, una, the software that's lording it over us is unbreakable. Hindi lang yun the source code is available. Ibig sabihin, kung programmer ka, makikita mo yung software, walang daya. Hindi nadaya nung software because it's transparent na nakikita ng mga tao. Second, ito pang maganda, it is stored in a record. Lahat ng transaction ninyo, may binili kang pantalon, nagpa-load ka, may pinadala kang PO, may nakuha kang delivery, nag-remit ka ng pera, in-store siya sa isang ledger lang. Add ka lang ng add ng ledger. Now, here's the difference. Yung ledger ninyo is copied 1,000,000 times around the world. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Hindi ka pwede mandaya. Kasi kung magdadaya ka ng isang ledger, dalayan mo all the other 1,000,000 computers around the world. So, that is what you call the distributed ledger. Guys, I'm just making it very, very simple. Okay? Just to make it very, very simple on your part. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Hindi pwedeng dayain ng maski sino. Kasi kung dadayain niya ng 1,000,000 times. And, anong incentive ni Satoshi noon para lahat kayo, maski normal person, I will have a copy of the ledger. He's paying you in Bitcoins. Doon nag-umpisa yon na as an incentive, you pay each other Bitcoins. Kaya napunta na, sumikat na Bitcoins. Of course, Bitcoin now is used for something else, right? For speculation. But as an incentive, it was just actually a game. Gaming lang siya. Parang points, alam mo yung may grab ka, di ba? Platinum points ka na ba? Meron kang 12,000 points. Ego lang dapat yun I have Bitcoins. Ang dami ko ng Bitcoins. It started that way. But suddenly, Bitcoin has value. But that's another story. Pinag-usapan lang po natin paano ang small business can use blockchain technology. Third, is transparent. Everyone can see. Nakikita, si ganito, nagbenta ng Bitcoin, bumili ng pantalon, nagpadala ng pera. Transparent, walang daya. Ang bangko, hindi na kailangan nila itago. Pag donate ka, pag ang UNICEF ang nag-donate sa mga nasalanta sa baha, makikita via blockchain technology kung yung politician, nasa bulsa pa rin niya, nasa bangko pa rin niya yung pera. It is transparent. Isa pang objective is interoperable. Ano ibig sabihin nun? You don't have to change your system, your application system. Kasi blockchain is just a database. Then, ano ibig sabihin nun? Ang ibig sabihin nun, it ensures integrity. A software that is unbreakable is now telling you, ikaw nagpadala ka ng pera, tama yun. Tapos sinasabi niya, padala ka na ng pagtalo sa kanya kasi nagpadala na siya ng pera. Without human saying so. Okay? So, it ensures integrity without trusting one another. No need for authority. That is what blockchain is. So, of course, medyo inisip nyo, anong application sa akin yan? Marami pa yan. What can blockchain bring? Internet. Brought us the Internet of Information. Okay, yan ang unang dinala, the digital revolution. The second generation, powered by blockchain technology, is bringing us the Internet of Value. Right now, it's the Internet of Information. Ngayon, with blockchain, it's Internet of Value. Ano yung value na yon? It's a new platform to reshape the world business and transform the old order of human affairs for the better. So, kami, abstraction. Okay, sorry, para ano lang nakwento kasi, di ba, I'm into a number of startups. So, I'm part of Klaxon. And we provide a blockchain technology. So, we have this expertise. We can provide you a private blockchain. Hindi public ng Bitcoin. We're not going to use Bitcoin. Ito naman ngayon ang evolution. It's kind of difficult right now to use, for businesses to use the Bitcoin blockchain. Marami na hong versions ng blockchain. May Ethereum, merong NEM, pero what we're using is the IBM's Hyperledger Fabric na blockchain. It's a private blockchain. I'll discuss it later. So distributed din siya per permission base. Kasi sa Bitcoin na blockchain, public siya. Makikita ninyo kung ano yung laman ng transaction. Ito permission base. So, you not just store information of value. You not just store information. You also store something of value: money, purchase order, documentation, raw materials, finished goods, etc. It can be moved, stored, managed securely and privately. Trust is established through mass collaboration and clever coding. Again, guys, businessman, don't suck it in. Huwag kayong malito muna. Huwag kayong muna kayong mag-nosebleed, okay? Basta alam nyo lang yan. Okay? The beauty of blockchain dapat is, you use it, you don't have to understand. Di ba? Like ATM. Pupunta ka, may card ka, mag-withdraw ka, may pera ka. Do you have to know the code? Of course not. Sa blockchain, ganun din. Sa blockchain, it is just important na pag nag-remit ka using blockchain technology, the remittance fee is 1% at not 10%. You must appreciate the benefit. Yun ang kailangan ninyo munang malaman. It's the benefit of what blockchain can bring. Let's discuss specific financial inclusion. Ito naman sa mga APE, mga unbanked and underbanked. Ba't ko sinasabi yan? For SMEs, the bank and the underbanked and the unbanked is a huge market. There are 2.5 billion people around the world, walang documentation. Or, alam mo yung isang reason, based on research, ayaw lang pumunta sa bangko kasi nakatsinelas lang sila. 8 out of 10 Filipinos are overbanked and unbanked. Now imagine mo, with blockchain technology, madadala natin sila diyan. Pag nadala nila natin sa within the network, imagine how much business you can sell. Kung kayo unang gumamit ng blockchain technology, kayong unang nag-serve dito sa mga 8 out of 10 Filipino families. So, you can improve your cash flow, you can get out of debt, you can search out emergency fund, proper protection, build long-term savings as a businessman. So, these are some of the benefits. Again, basta use programmers to do the blockchain, use companies, use the blockchain technology. Don't try to understand. Hindi naman kayong programmer. Diba? Sinasabi ko lang sa inyo, there are already benefits of blockchain and you should appreciate it as small businesses. Again, isa sa mga reasons, right, na bakit kailangan. There's so much bureaucracy. Imagine mo, magpapalimit ka 3 araw o hindi, may more than $10,000 ang pagdating sa wire transfer because may AMLA pa. Ipiting ka pa ng 10 to 20 days, di ba? Or mag-process ka ng documentation sa customs, ang tagal. Again, walang financial inclusion, ang bagal, walang transparency. Dumating yung pera mo, ano na nangyayari? Tingin ka ng tingin sa ATM mo. You don't know what's happening. And of course, high fees. Right? So these are the reasons why we should move to blockchain because blockchain is supposed to change all of this. Take note, kaya takot ang bangko. But take note, alam ng bangko na this is the way things are moving, they're already moving to blockchain. Sino ang unang bangko na nag-blockchain? Narinig niyo sa news, sino? Union Bank is the first bank to use blockchain. Sino sa tingin susunod? BDO? Hindi. Sila siguro yung huli. Kasi ang tatas ng fees nila. Most probably security bank. Okay? So, if these banks are moving to blockchain, if central bank is moving to blockchain, if SEC is looking at blockchain, as a small business, you should start thinking of applying blockchain into your business. Ito, no need to read sabihin ko lang sa babasahin ko lang kasi medyo maliit. I apologize, I thought it's a big screen kasi. $270 billion. That's the amount that small businesses pay for bank fees, remittance fees, credit card fees, any fee that they pay around the world. It's $270 billion. Kayo yun. That's what you contribute. Now imagine if you bring this down by 80%, right? Using blockchain technology. I'll just keep this. What we're just saying lang is, blockchain is really moving quick. It's really moving quick. Ngayon sinasabi nyo, alam ko na yan, di ba? Di ba blockchain scam yan? Meron mga MLM di ba? May nag-scam ng pyramid. Hindi totoo, hindi naman totoo lahat yun. Alam mo, with the advent of personal computer, you just, tanungin yung mga lola ninyo. Ay, teka, buhay na pala ako. Saan lang? Nung PC, ang daming dyaryo lumabas, scare about PCs. The use of personal computer sa bahay. When the internet came, some banks, some other technology companies na walang internet say, hindi, pauso lang yan, mawawala yan in 6 months. Where are they now? Right? A lot of companies are saying bad things about blockchain. It's not true. Marami kasing segue yan There's also Bitcoin, di ba? Bitcoin is another matter. Bitcoin is another point of conversation, di ba? But we're talking lang of blockchain right now. And anybody, all banks, all government regulators are saying blockchain is the way to go. Even SEC, yung registration ng mga SEC registration papers natin siya pag sa GIS, sinabi nila, what if we use blockchain, everything is going to be approved, everything is going to move within ours only, without any bureaucracy. So, again, what is blockchain for business? Hindi ko lang alam kung ano Ito medyo may pagka-nosebleed ng konti Can you play? Hindi na. Sige, huwag na lang, never mind. It's okay. Okay, on the technology side naman, sabihin ko lang sa inyo para alam niyo what's in and out. Ang out na kasi is yung on-premise servers. Kung yung company niyo may server pa rin kayo sa premises, baduy na yan. Everything is on the cloud. Alam niyo naman yun. Sino may iPhone? Alam niyo naman, di ba? Sa iCloud. Sa cloud niyo natin i-store ang mga pictures ninyo. Ang database ninyo dapat nasa cloud na. Para pag binaha ang bahay ninyo, ang opisina ninyo, nasa cloud naman siya. Hindi masisira ang database ninyo. Centralized ang database. If you have multiple branches, it's now distributed using blockchain. So decentralization means yung benefits ng blockchain. Distributed siya, di ba? Remember? Distributed, transparent, immutable, ibig sabihin, hindi na pwedeng dayain, and secured. Because blockchain the encryption is very, very strong. So, pag secured, walang fraud. So, blockchain ensures trust. Now, di ba remember sinabi ko, for incentive sa mga tao para mag-store sila ng ledger, binabayaran sila ng Bitcoin, right? So, napunta tayo sa cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency represents a stored value of anything. It could be money, it could be documentation. A cryptocurrency or a token can represent a patient record. So, hindi lang mo siya pera. Ngayon, pag sinabi nyo kasi cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, para ho kasing Colgate yan Pinaka-popular na name is Bitcoin, kaya Colgate. Meron naman close up, meron namang Happy. Sa cryptocurrency, there are 2,000 cryptocurrencies. Nagkataon lang po, Bitcoin lang po is the most popular one. So, sa blockchain, it's a technology platform, decentralized siya, hack-proof environment. It uses cryptocurrencies as a form of transaction, and it's a stored value or digital asset. It's tradable. It could be equity or utility. Again, guys, no need to try to understand what I'm just saying. I'm just explaining this lang to add additional information on what you have right now. So, blockchain is the platform. Cryptocurrencies exist to move the digital assets. Meron ho kayong platform. Kumbaga, di ba pinakamaganda? SLEX and NLEX is your blockchain. Yung mga sasakyan, yun po yung yun po yung cryptocurrencies, yun yung digital assets that move along the highway. So that's the information, that's the value that you exchange from one point or another. Tatalo na lang po ako dito kasi I'm not going to discuss equity and utility tokens na lang. So again, sa traction po kami, we transition people, small businesses, and governments to a crypto-ready society. Everybody, the central banks around the world, the SECs, the Federal Reserve says in any way that it's going to be a cashless society. Now, kung maaga kayo na lang pumunta dyan, that's going to provide you with a lot of benefits. And one way to go into it is using blockchain because that is what everyone is going into. So, again, may video na naman ako. Kuya, can you try this? Please, can you run this? Ito na lang siguro. May sounds.
Blockchain is revolutionizing banks and businesses, while cryptocurrency is turning operations more transparent, more global, and more efficient than ever before. But are we ready? How come an ordinary Joe can't use his crypto to pay for his coffee, bus, or his electricity bill? Introducing Traction, the world's first transition platform ICO to move businesses and banks to a crypto-ready society. Traction focuses on building infrastructure for everyday users. A blockchain-driven environment changes how people do business by forcing data integrity, accountability, transparency, and trust. Permission blockchain allows for easy, frictionless, yet enterprise-grade solutions for industries that need to comply with data protection regulations. Traction is composed of three main layers: Traction Wallet, Traction Chain, and Traction Contracts. Each layer constitutes to building an ecosystem that can accept and process both cryptocurrency and fiat currency. It is frictionless for the banks, borderless for people. Traction intends to stay fully compliant in each jurisdiction by following Know Your Customer and anti-money laundering laws to make the world a better place. We believe Traction will enable a better and faster transition to a blockchain-driven society where corruption is less and trust is more. Join the blockchain revolution today. Visit traction.tech for more details.
Okay, so that is, don't worry, I'll explain pa what it means. Konting trivia, hindi niyo ba nabobosesan yung voiceover? Thank you for flying Philippine Airlines. So siya rin yung ginamit namin. So, so we're using a different kind of blockchain. Secured siyang blockchain, hindi siya public. Ibig sabihin, hindi nakikita yung transaction ninyo in over 1 million computers because of Bitcoin's blockchain. We are using our IBM's Hyperledger. Distributed din siya. It's distributed into several hundred or thousand servers. Madami pa rin, di ba? Pero permission-based siya. So, pero no mining. You don't need to pay Bitcoins or anything to do the transaction. Sinasabi lang po namin ganito. Ano ibig sabihin ng chart nito? Huwag niyo nang basahin. What we're saying is, Bitcoin ho kasi is not for business. Bitcoin only uses does 7 transactions per second worldwide. Ngayon, kung nag-run kayo ng e-commerce, you're accepting lots of credit card transactions, this cannot work. Even Ethereum is only 27 transactions per second. But in Hyperledger, you can do hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. That's the reason why we're using Hyperledger. Now, there are already a lot of Hyperledger members around the world, including Oracle, SAP, a lot of the banks. I will just skip. Sorry. Alam ko, nag-isip kayo, teka, sandali lang. Ano ba talaga, paano ba namin gagawin ito as a small business? Okay, so, I'll get into that. Siguro kailangan nyo lang munang malaman yung una namin produkto, Traction Wallet. If you're going to use Traction Wallet namin, you're already in blockchain. Tapos, ang kwento. You're already in blockchain. Ganun lang po yun. Okay? So, you don't need to understand the technology. All you have to do is to use our Traction Wallet. Who's using PayMaya? Who's using GCash? Okay. Then you understand our Traction Wallet. Ganun lang po siya. Ang importante po is, you just know the benefits. You don't need to understand what the heck is blockchain all about. Ganun lang po siya kasimple. So, what can you do? Because of our partnerships, you can have, kung nagbibenta ko kayo, kung may e-commerce kayo, or you're buying sa mga e-commerce sites, all you have to do is use our Traction Wallet to pay. We have, we're partnering with a lot of insurance companies for you to purchase insurance at a low cost and good coverage for HMO. We also want to invest in VUL or mutual funds. You can remit, and it's not 10%. It is very, very low. May bibigyan ko kayo ng reason kung bakit. Ito, a little technology. Bakit mura ang blockchain pag remittance? Yun ang nababasa ninyo. Ganito lang po kasimple yun. Yung tatay mo sa Saudi Arabia, nagpadala ng $1,000 dito sa Pilipinas. I-deliver sa account mo. The money is exchanged from dollars to pesos. It went to the banking system. Again, authority. It takes 3 banking days. I-deliver sa'yo. Nagbayad ka ng remittance fee ng 10% there. Magtatalo pa ng foreign exchange. Ano bang ginawa ng blockchain? Ginawa namin, it's the money now, dollars don't stays there. Kinonvert lang namin into tokens. Ano yung tokens? Well, di ba parang mahjong? Mami ko si mga mahjong. Chips, di ba? Chips. Di ba? So, you just send tokens and it's not money. Kaya madali lang dumanan because it didn't pass through the banking system. It went to our system. Sabi namin, $1,000 worth of tokens. Kami na nagdeposito sa BDO. Money was not sent across from Saudi to the Philippines. Just tokens. Di na dumaan sa banking system. Hence, you are not paying 10% of the remittance. That is one sample of a benefit of using blockchain. Isa pang feature namin. Ito, maganda to. This is cool. Lending. If you have 5,000 pesos, you can lend somebody, a woman in Nairobi, Kenya, without knowing her. Because aming credit facility tells you that that woman will pay you that same day. Bakit? Anong ginagawa ng babae na yun? Yung 5,000 pesos, bibili po siya sa dagat, bibili siya ng isda, ibibenta niya sa palengke, at the end of the day, babayaran kayo ng iniram niya. And because she's been doing that, the credit system will tell you that woman's going to pay you back. So you can even do peer-to-peer lending. Again, nakita niyo yung benefit? Makakapag-utang kayo, di ba, ng mas mura. You don't need to know blockchain. We're just saying lang, blockchain lang is the technology behind it. Yun ang sinasabi namin sa inyo sa SMEs eh. Use blockchain, don't try to understand. Understand the benefits. Don't try to understand the technology of blockchain. At pati din po, kung meron kayong manufacturing company, you can also use blockchain to monitor raw materials, supplier, manufacturer, logistics, all the way up to customers. Again, faster, transparent. Hindi ko na explain the technology behind this. Tulungan tayo. We have one example. For example, meron kaming seaman's cooperative, 1 million seafarers yan. Okay. Anong saysay niyan sa inyo? Ikikwento ko mamaya. 1 million na seaman, ha? Members na namin. We'll issue them debit cards. They can withdraw MasterCard or Visa. They can pay in over 25 payment options. Hindi nila kailangan ng credit card. Pwede silang pumunta sa 7-Eleven. Nagbebenta ka ng pantalon sa website ninyo. Nakita ng seaman, you're also using instruction wallet namin. The seaman says, uy, gusto ko to Walang laman yung ano ko, yung wallet ko. Pupunta ako sa 7-Eleven, pupunta ako sa SM Business Center. O may paymaya ko, luludan ko yung traction wallet ko. And then it sends to you, and then you deliver. Ito maganda. We're connected to 600,000 sari-sari stores. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Bibili siya ng pantalon sa iyo, 350 pesos. Sa isang sitio, sa ewan ko kung saan, Cagayan, Pangasinan, I don't know. Pupunta siya sa sari-sari store. Babayaran niya 350 pesos doon sa sari-sari store. Paid na kayo. The system will tell you, uy, may 350 pesos nag-order sa Cagayan. Papadala na ninyo, i-deliver na ninyo. That's the power of blockchain. We were able to connect 600,000 sari-sari stores as well. See, hindi nyo kailangan intindihin what blockchain is. Kailangan nyo lang intindihin anong benefits. Kailangan nyo intindihin why it's the next internet. Of course, may ano din siya. May QR code or, again, sa sari-sari store, text. Parang GCash. I-enter nyo lang yung PIN. Papadala na yung pera. Di ba? So that's what that is a reality right now. So, bakit po kami? Kasi nga po, we know the blockchain technology. We're one of the few companies right now who has this. May proof of concept na ho kami, may produkto na kami. Pwede nyo na hong gamitin ngayon and take advantage of all of this. We have network of users and organizations. Ibig sabihin, pag gumamit ho kayo, SME kayo, gumamit kayo, meron na even kaming customers that are willing to pay your products. So, I hope that explains the benefits of blockchain in layman's term, in the terms only a businessman can understand. May video rin ho pero huwag na ho, medyo ano na rin, teki ng konti. So,
hi, my name is Benjamin.
Anyway, kikwento ko na lang sa'yo. He's one of our advisors. Who knows Dado Banatao? Dado Banatao. Dado Banatao is the richest Filipino Silicon Valley. Siya ang nag-develop ng Ether, ng card, no? Yung sa network. This guy is the second richest Filipino in Silicon Valley. He was part of Lotus 123. Sa mga medyo may edad na dyan, nalala niyo pa yung spreadsheet. So, he's the second richest and he's one of our advisors. So, I'm just telling you lang, no? I don't need to show everything already. So, I hope I was able to enlighten you. Blockchain is not a scary technology. Hindi ho siya scam. It is a benefit that will be very advantageous for small business. Bakit po? Kasi blockchain, ginawa yan because may hugot nga sa mga maliliit na tao, sa mga maliliit na negosyante. Ginawa pong blockchain for us. Thank you very much.